A child is like a sponge, absorbing what he lives. Family violence is especially hurtful because of the pain that it causes and because it comes from the very people he loves most. Violent parents often repeat the negative family models they were raised with. As adults, they victimize their own children, inflicting upon them the same damaging abuse they experienced as children.
En lugar de que nos dijeran, ¿sabes qué? Mira, hija, mira, hijo, eso no está bien. En lugar de que nos dijeran, ¿sabes qué? Pues tú puedes, ¿no? Échale ganas. Lo único que hacían, llegaban y no hicimos algo y a golpearnos.
¿Qué les pasa?
Violence alters the mental state of the child. They learn to cover up the pain by developing negative self-defense mechanisms. They become withdrawn, hurt themselves, become aggressive. They lose the ability to manage their emotions and to interact with authority. They confuse justice with revenge. Their relationships with other people deteriorate. At school, they have difficulties learning. Their negative defense mechanisms cause constant setbacks and steady rejection. Their self-esteem is damaged. Frequently, these children end up abandoning their studies. Something breaks in a child's heart when the people who should be protecting him end up hurting him, despising him, ignoring him. Amid such violence, they choose to risk the unknown. Street involvement is a consequence of violence rather than its cause. Recent studies show that repeated violence affects more than just self-esteem. It threatens the normal connections of the young brain and alters a child's capacity to integrate positively into society. Crime, jail, and death lie just around the corner. If child victims of violence when they have children, the cycle of exclusion and abuse is likely to be repeated with their children. Healing the wounds of violence-related trauma in children and permanently ending street involvement requires a long-term intensive program that focuses not only on the children themselves, but also on the key actors in their lives: family, school, and their community. Through creating a network of healthy relationships with a child's caregivers and restoring the emotional and social intelligence needed for healthy development, JUCONI is able to transform these children and reintegrate them harmoniously back into society. Scientific research confirms the accuracy of the intensive JUCONI intervention. Empathy, listening, and non-judgment are the key components of making initial contact. The JUCONI intervention is divided into 3 main phases. The first step is to gain the child's trust, so he or she accepts JUCONI's help.
Me sentía bien extraño, me sentía triste por mi familia. Y luego al otro día ya a su mecha, ya tenía hartos amigos.
Child victims of violence don't know how to trust. By sticking to a healthy routine, a secure base is created so they start trusting themselves and others. Emphasis is placed on strengthening the academic abilities of all the children, and they are taught to learn. Those who are at the appropriate level to attend school do so. Those who are behind are helped to catch up. The children start their day by expressing how they feel. En JUCONI hemos desarrollado diferentes herramientas para poder compartir un lenguaje común con los niños. Una de ellas se llama termómetro de las emociones. Y cuando los niños llegan aquí, normalmente han vivido un nivel de violencia bastante alto en sus familias, y esto hace que hayan bloqueado el contacto con sus sentimientos y no los puedan expresar. Each child has a safety plan with the steps to calm himself down when he's angry or upset. Este termómetro nos ayuda para que los niños, de una manera bien visual, puedan identificar en forma de un semáforo o también de un termómetro, a través de colores o números, cuál es el sentimiento que están experimentando y logren poco a poco identificarlo para que después puedan encontrar una salida positiva al enojo que están sintiendo. The next phase is to build their self-esteem by helping them understand that they are not to blame for the violence they suffered. Regardless of whether or not the child returns to his family, reshaping the family relationships is necessary to create the safe environment a child needs in order to heal his wounds. Each member of the JUCONI team receives ongoing specialized training. Family visits are constant until all members are empowered to work together towards eliminating violence. Each year, JUCONI works with an average of 350 children and 120 families. The third step is to create a personal mission in the child's life, including success at school and work, better relationships, positive social integration, full access to their human rights, and ensuring that their brothers and sisters don't suffer what they endured. They can then avoid repeating the cycle of violence with their own children and lead a dignified life. JUCONI makes a lifetime commitment to each child and family. Each child and each family receive personalized follow-up support for at least 3 years. 8 out of every 10 children at JUCONI achieve full reintegration into society.
Tenemos que aprovechar los recursos, la inversión que la sociedad, fundaciones, etcétera, hacen en JUCONI. Entonces, pedirle a un niño que se vaya en las circunstancias difíciles en las que se encuentra es devolver el problema a la sociedad.
Since 1989, JUCONI has acquired, tested, and innovated sophisticated methodologies to effectively foster the development of cognitive, emotional, social, and physical health for adults, adolescents, and children. JUCONI shares these best practices with other organizations through personalized training. This is its recipe for growth.
Para Naya fue determinante conocer a JUCONI y empezar este acompañamiento con ellos, sobre todo porque hemos logrado incorporar una gran cantidad de criterios educativo-terapéuticos, de herramientas y metodologías que han hecho realmente la diferencia en el modelo de atención que tenemos hoy en día. Hemos logrado bajar la incidencia de abandono y deterioro de la población. Hemos logrado también tener incidencia en calle con la metodología de JUCONI y sobre todo también mayor éxito en la reinserción social de las niñas y de sus hijos. Excelencia en su trabajo, excelencia en su quehacer y una organización líder en México en infancia callejera.
En el futuro pues me veo, no sé, como un licenciado ya, acabando mi carrera. Me veo ya con hijos y ya casado con mi pareja y con mis hijos y ya apoyar ya a mis hijos, no sé, teniendo una buena relación con ellos, conviviendo bien con ellos y tratar de apoyarlos en todo lo que pueda.
The vicious cycle of violence will not be repeated in the families formed by Jonathan or his siblings. The same is true for the family of each JUCONI child. At JUCONI, we strive for a world without violence. With your help, we will continue to give new opportunities to more children and their families. Join us. We need you.